All right, welcome back to Gridiron Banter for the Week 3 recap. Didn't get in a recap last week, but it's already Week 4, so if you missed Week 2, that's on you. I'm Gavin, as always, joined by Mike and Josh. And we'll get right into, do we want to start with this Thursday, or do we want to just go into last week?
Let's do the last week because there's like order of events.
Okay. So we already talked about Bills, Dolphins, and we will get into Bengals, Vikings. I was watching this one a little while I was at work, and every time I looked over, it was just a turnover by the Bengals, and it was getting housed by the Vikings.
Yeah, it's just the Vikings got that killer defense and enough talent on offense to get something working. So
I had that Vikings D in fantasy.
and you still
32
lost.
points.
Yeah, you still lost.
Man.
That is rough.
Man.
But yeah, Bengals need to make a move at QB. I think.
Well, the Giants conveniently have 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, but even I
Well,
don't
if
know.
Russ is just going to ride the bench, just trade him.
Yeah,
What's the point of having him?
I agree.
Leave Jameis as the backup.
I think they should go. Russ or Jameis should go to Bengals. Maybe I know the Bengals fan like their Jake Browning a lot, but if they're looking terrible right now, they weren't even looking like amazing with Joe Burrow.
Vikings do have a great defense, though. So
Yeah.
I suppose he looked good against the Jaguars' shitty defense. So take it with a grain of salt.
And then for all you fantasy players out there, it's kind of all the Chase Brown owners. You ain't getting nothing. Jamar Chase is
10 carries for 3 yards.
Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase.
Dylan
is
tried
in the
to
dump. T. Higgins.
send me T. Higgins.
Really?
And I told him that I do not want that, man.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
looking rough. For
What was it? Isaiah Rodgers for the Vikings had, I don't remember what the stat. He
Is
had like 2
is he
touchdowns.
26?
I think so. He had like a perfect PFF grade
Yes, I
on the
saw
week. It was
that.
like 99.9.
Oh.
He had a fumble return, I think, and a pick 6.
I know he's the goofy guy who does the dances.
No, I thought that was Cam Bynum, who's on the Colts now.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, I'm sure most of them probably like all do it. Carson Wentz didn't even really have to do anything this game.
You just have to game manage.
Jordan Mason had 2 touchdowns,
Listen, nobody
100
really
plus
had
yards.
the greatest game here, except for the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. Oh, is it gonna make me? Oh,
Yeah, I feel you, buddy. I feel you.
it's gonna make me go through
Open
it.
it in a new tab.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
Wait, that's week 2. Week 3. Oh,
If
yeah.
you
You're
need
right.
easier,
Okay.
Sleeper has like all the games listed. And
True,
Stats.
Site number 3.
I could do that.
That's what I'm on.
Wait, can we pull that up on Sleeper on a computer, though?
Yeah.
Oh, scores.
All right, we'll move on to Atlanta, Carolina, where Carolina shuts out Atlanta, 30-0.
I don't even think I didn't watch this game, but I was reading Twitter comments about it, and the Panthers fans weren't even that impressed by Bryce Young's performance. They kind of just it was
They didn't really have a very good game.
He
Yeah.
didn't even.
I will say he game managed, though.
even though it was a 30-0 win. I think it was more just on Atlanta shitting their pants.
They had the Carolina defense had a very good
Yeah,
game.
Michael Penix was so bad that Kirk Cousins had to come in for a little bit.
2 interceptions, throwing 50%.
I did see they talked about Michael Penix goes more along the lines of like a Phillip Rivers quarterback where he throws funky. He pushes it more than he throws it.
Yeah.
So then the ball's going where it needs to go, but he doesn't know where his receiver's going to go. So I suppose that's not a very good recipe for success.
Drake London has not been off to the start that most of us hoped.
hope he
Bijan still was
walks.
productive, getting 72 yards and 39 reception yards.
And Darnell Mooney had a good game target-wise. He had 11 targets.
Damn.
Well, only got 44 yards, though, so didn't really do much with that. Other than that,
Most of those were just bad balls, though.
yeah.
They're on fraud watch. I'm not gonna let that completely sell me out on.
Well, Atlanta started off strong against Tampa. Now back-to-back weeks they've kind of.
Penix looked good in that game, but I think it's just a bad game. I'm not
Yeah.
panicking yet.
Yeah, the Falcons cut Young Wei Koo, and then this guy went 0 for 2. Now Young Wei Koo is a Giant. So
Yeah, the GOAT.
the Panthers had 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, forced fumble, and a touchdown. They also had 23 fantasy points. So moving on to the upset of the year so far, Green Bay losing to Cleveland on a game-winning field goal. I was kind of watching this game too. I don't really know what Green Bay was doing. Like this is.
Was this the game? This was one of the block kick games, right?
I believe so.
This was
yes.
block kick returned for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That put them in the game.
I thought they just blocked it. I don't think they returned it.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Jets.
Yeah, they don't say they got a
Jets
touchdown.
and the Eagles returned block
Mhm.
kicks. Of all, surprisingly, Quinshon Judkins actually had a pretty good game when most people expected him not to with how good this Packers defense is.
Mhm.
He ended up finding the end zone almost 100 yards. Did significantly better than Josh Jacobs.
He got clamped. He only 16 carries for 30 yards.
Yeah,
It's
but the
rough.
receptions really saved him there.
Yeah,
This Browns defense is actually pretty good.
yeah.
If only they had. They're one quarterback away. They've only been one quarterback away for a quarter of a century, but
I don't get are they? Does Flacco still have the job?
yes,
Probably.
Throw in Gabriel or Shadur and just see what happens. Like you're already
Joe
probably
Flacco's
having a
elite.
losing season.
Joe
There's-
Flacco.
You don't gain any. This is like the same predicament I feel like the Patriots were in with Drake May last year. You spent a third on
Yeah,
him.
but why do you want to throw your rookie quarterback into the worst situation in the NFL?
I mean, they put him in 4 weeks and after. Like
That's what the Giants are doing. Look where it's gonna get
it's
them.
Like at that point, we had a they had Jacoby Brissett. Russell Wilson is better than Jacoby Brissett in my opinion. But hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take.
But it's kind of just like if you're having a losing season, you're not gaining anything from just playing Joe Flacco, who's like 42.
Which going back
Just
to that,
throw
it's even
in-
crazier that they're throwing Jackson Dart in.
Yeah.
If Russell Wilson is that much better.
It's
We'll get into it.
definitely like my ass is on the hot seat move, and I got to do something. Or
I'll talk about it more once we
Mhm.
get to it. But I have thoughts.
Me too. Moving on to Jags Texans. Texans are 0-3. It's
CJ
not looking
Stroud.
good. That man was my MVP
They cut
pick.
the wrong CJ.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
CJ Gardner Johnson got
To be
got cut
fair,
after the
his
game.
O line is generationally bad,
very
but he's
bad.
also looked generationally bad.
Yeah. it's
CJ
just-
Stroud is Trevor Lawrence with good PR. That's all I can say.
It's not bad.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence isn't
Well,
even much better if
He
you
also
could.
he also looked terrible, so I will give you that.
It's just like when do we like give up on Trevor Lawrence? Because like every year
Never.
we're like, oh, he's just missing this. It just needs
No,
this.
is
Give
the
him a year.
I've been on this Trevor Lawrence train every year. This is the year I'm done with it, and I think
Yeah, that's
it's
just
over.
me with Kyle Pitts.
Well, I don't know. You've probably seen it, but it's the Shane Waldron effect. Because he was in Seattle and JSN was trash. As soon as he leaves, JSN goes off.
Mhm.
And then last year he was with the Bears, and then Odunze goes off once he leaves. Now he's in Jacksonville, and Brian Thomas stinks. So, I guess if you want to have a productive number 1 overall receiver, don't employ Shane Waldron as your offensive coordinator.
To be fair with Brian Thomas, though, he has been dropping a lot of balls, and a lot of balls are nowhere near him that are getting thrown to him.
Hmm.
So, then again, Parker Washington's getting 11 targets a game, so take
Yeah.
that with a grain of salt.
I don't know. Jaguars are gonna make the playoffs just to get dunked on the 5th seed. I'm calling it right now, because I forget the Colts, but maybe not.
Well, we'll take a look at the standings
Yeah.
after. We already talked about Vikings. We'll go Pittsburgh, New England.
Man, I really thought New England was winning this game. Did you know they were 12-0 in their throwback uniforms, and now they're 12-1?
Oh, jeez.
I don't remember what I put for Pick'ems in this game.
You guys all picked Steelers. I was the only one who picked New
Oh,
England.
well, worked out for me, I guess.
Steelers are just looking like the Steelers. Good defense. Aaron Rodgers is doing kind of everything.
Not
he needs
even the greatest defense.
No,
They
the
had a good
defense has
game.
actually been
They
pretty
had a
bad.
good game
Oh,
this
really?
year, or this week.
Oh.
Like comparatively to what
like
we're used
the
to,
past
like
few years?
it's not that good.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. But it looks like Aaron Rodgers has been doing what needs to be done just to scrape up wins. And
It's very weird to see that Caleb Johnson is just completely eliminated from this backfield. I feel like they spent like a 4th round pick, so I guess like that's not crazy investment, but why are you giving Kenneth Gainwell 4
I think
carries?
he's kick returning. At least I saw him do that like last
He
week.
he was with Seattle, and then he like didn't like the ball went over his head or something, so he thought it was just gonna roll out of the end zone, and then Seattle ended up recovering it for a touchdown. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they pulled him off of it. I mean,
this New England team I expected to be a little bit better. But Drake Mays looked all right.
I
this
think the
year.
problem is that they just don't really have any weapons. Like no one's
Yeah.
like stepped up, because he had Booty was good for 1 week. Diggs hasn't done anything. Douglas is on pace for like 30 yards on the year. And then they
Kyle
can't.
Williams hasn't even gotten involved.
No, I don't think
He was
so.
one I
He
was
had,
kinda
he
hyped
had
for.
one catch for 8 yards, and then they refused to use Henderson even when the other two running backs fumbled the ball. So I assume that Henderson will probably get.
Ramondre still fumbled. He fumbled twice. He's
fumbled.
back on it again. Oh my god. And Gibson, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If
Very,
they don't.
very winnable game if they use their running backs correctly.
Yeah.
But
And Trayvon Henderson has like
suppose not.
never dropped a ball before.
No.
And like
That's why everyone.
the only problem is he's not nearly as efficient as Ramondre is running.
yeah.
Ramondre is the far better runner, but
Yeah.
I suppose that's the risk you take when he fumbles 2
I
times.
still
a
feel
game.
like if you invest in a second round pick and a running back, you should probably not be in a 3-man committee.
Yeah.
No.
Moving on to the Rams versus Philly. I thought the Rams were winning this game like the entire time until
That
I
was the
saw-
most obvious block kick I've ever seen. Like you knew it was coming, and then it happened, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Didn't they have 2 this
Yes.
game?
They had back-to-back block kicks.
That's tough.
Jalen Hurts finally had a game.
Yeah, it was rough for the anti Justin or Jalen Hurts agenda this week. But to
They'll
be
be
fair,
back
they
next
they
week.
kind of had to throw the ball though.
Yeah, they were down a lot of the game. A.J. Brown finally got it going, 109 yards on 6 catches after a pretty slow outing.
Devonta Smith had a good game too.
Puka Nakua has proven he's the wide receiver 1 on the year.
Mm-hmm.
He's just an absolute monster.
Devonta Adams had a solid game too.
Mhm. Both of these teams, I think this is potential NFC championship, I think.
Yeah.
Man, I really thought it was gonna be Dallas, New York.
Dang, me too.
But
Yeah.
I don't really got anything to say about it. I don't know when Philly is going to catch a loss.
Who do they play next week? They play the Bucks. Well,
They could. The Bucks are an obvious Philly trap game though. They
Yeah.
somehow always lose to them.
but the Bucks don't have Mike Evans
Yeah,
this week.
it's like only Egbuka.
I think Chris Godwin's playing though.
He is? Oh.
He might be. Speaking of the Bucks, they squeak by the Jets. I
Yeah.
almost lost my survivor pick off of this. Jets were one of the several teams to return. Well, they blocked a kick first of all, then they ended up returning, and they still lost.
Mhm.
That is the most Jets way to lose.
Mhm.
It doesn't get more Jets than that. At least Tyrod Taylor's being far better than Justin Fields. So what do you do in that situation?
Much better. I don't really know.
Compared to the week before where Fields got injured?
Yeah, well, true, but
Baker's having a nice year so far.
I mean, it must have just been. Where did the points come from? Because Mike Evans had the touchdown for the Bucks. Alan Lazard had the touchdown for the Jets. So it was like straight defense and kickers.
So
then.
Garrett Wilson also had a touchdown.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So yeah.
It was a garbage time touchdown.
Oh, so yeah. So if you look at the fantasy points for both teams, like and the kickers, they both scored 10+ and for both kickers and defense.
Mm.
So it's straight defensive masterclass from these teams.
Yeah.
And special teams.
True.
Next.
The Colts versus the Titans.
When does Indy catch their first loss? Because it looks like they can go like 7-0 right now.
If Daniel
Because they
Jones-
play the Raiders next week,
That's probably a win.
and then this week they play the Rams. So
Oh,
that's a tough
Well,
one. If they beat the Rams, then they play the Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers. So
I say they probably go 2-2 in that span.
As long as they're just going to keep on out. Because Jonathan Taylor is having a massive year already, looking like that.
Three touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, 338 yards, 93 receptions. He's almost at 500 all-purpose yards in week 3. So
my goat is back.
Daniel Jones has not made a mistake yet.
Was it this week or last week was the first time they
They
punted?
punted for the first time this week.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out Anthony Richardson for the 4 carries, -1 yards.
Shout out Giants development.
Yeah, for real.
I want to see.
Are those 4 carries him kneeling the ball?
I would have to assume they were.
I'm not completely sold on the Indy train until I want to see them play like a good offense because I feel like the 3.
Lucky for you, you get that this week.
Really? Because the 3 teams like they've played, I thought they were gonna lose to the Broncos just because that defense, but Broncos offenses look trash this year.
I think Bo Nix was like the lowest rated quarterback in PFF.
Hmm. But and then Titans is just probably going to be a nothing season. Cam Ward hasn't really done anything yet.
I see the highlight plays from Cam Ward where he just does like stupid
Yeah.
Mahomes shit that works.
Yeah, he's Will Levis, but it works. But as long they don't really need to do anything this year. As long as Cam Ward kind of gets his feet wet and
We talk about how bad Calvin Ridley's been.
yeah,
He
was-
had
let's
one
not
catch
do
for
that.
27 yards. He had 7 targets.
What did you spend on him? A 7th? Yikes.
Both times you drafted,
All
What time
time
you
the
drafted
draft,
him?
he's a fucking boss.
you had Ryan announce the pick for you, and he was terrible.
But you did hit
The
on
history book is always repeated.
you did hit on Alec Umanor on the waivers, which I think is a really good pickup. I
Yeah,
wanted
that's
him.
why I kind of want to trade Ridley out.
I don't know.
Some desperate team will take him. Who's 0-3 right now? Anybody?
I don't think anyone's 0-3.
Yeah.
There's some 1 and 2s, but
Cal Parks is 3-0, but talking to him is like getting a brick thrown at your head.
But yeah, I don't really got anything else about Tennessee.
I don't either. Moving on to Vegas versus Washington. I didn't watch like a single minute of this game. I saw the McNichols big touchdown, and I saw the punt return touchdown. That was about
The
all
only
I
thing
saw
I
from
remember
this
from
game.
this game is Dylan saying, "I was going to start Marcus Mariota, but I wanted Russell Wilson because I was going to the game."
He would have won if he started Marcus Mariota.
Really?
He would. If Russ got him like negative -0.4 points, and I only beat him by like 16 points. So, if he started Mariota, he would have won. Other than that, I mean, Bill didn't really do too much. He had the touchdown, but I mean, it's another 3-head committee.
Yeah.
Right, Chris Rodriguez had the bulk of the carries. On the other side, for some reason, the Raiders are just giving 8 carries to Dylan Laub and Samir White when you spent the 6th overall pick on Ashton Genty. I don't know. Trey Tucker had 40 fantasy points as well, almost 41,
That's so
145 yards.
I was
and
like,
3
oh,
touchdowns.
please, one touchdown. Can you just give one touchdown to
Did anybody
Jacoby?
even pick him up?
No, because it's not worth it. Because you know he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, you're just chasing points if you
Yeah.
pick. I mean, he might be like a bye week flex kind of guy if you really wanted him, but other than that,
Like,
it's
I'd rather
not
just
really
start.
gonna happen.
I'd rather start Jacoby because he's just guaranteed
Mm-hmm.
production every week.
Luke McCaffrey got his first touchdown.
Really?
Speaking of the Commanders, both Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin are not going to play this week.
They looked fine. Terry McLaurin has been gone the entire year.
Who does
pretty
Washington play?
But
They play Atlanta.
they should take care of business. But
I don't know.
Marcus Mariota didn't look that bad. That bad.
As good as Marcus Mariota can get, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to Denver versus Los Angeles Chargers. The Herbert agenda, top 5 agenda, would be looking real good right about now. I'd love to be a guy pushing that.
it is looking good.
3-0 against divisional opponents right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a way to start the year.
Hampton finally had a breakout game, mainly because Najee Harris tore his Achilles.
All it took was for the Pirate to go down, and then he could finally break
Got-
out.
You know what sucks too? What I was reading, it's probably because so Pittsburgh uses a grass turf,
Yeah,
and SoFi uses like a turf.
Synthetic.
actual turf.
Yeah, but it was like there's a trend between like dudes transitioning to like different fields, immediately tearing like something bad because their feet and like their push off when they go to like accelerate is not how it is where they used to play, and it sucks.
Yeah,
and
guy never missed a game in his 4 years. Goes to LA, loses an eye pretty much, and then tears his Achilles.
yeah.
Poor man.
Yeah.
Can we just point out a Rondé Gadsden season, baby? I've been calling this for,
Syracuse legend.
For like months. I've been
That's
calling this
cool.
breakout.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of breakout, we got Quentin Johnson still got it, or I guess he regained it. Speaking of still got it, we got Keenan Allen with the touchdown.
If you told me Keenan Allen was going to be the wide receiver 6, Quentin Johnson was going to be the wide receiver 8, and Ladd McConkey would be 43, I'd be like,
Yeah, if you just say like who would be those
Yeah.
numbers on the Chargers, and then you'd be like, oh, Ladd McConkey's got to be the wide receiver at 6. That
maybe
makes so
Keenan
much sense.
Allen gets what would work, and Johnson's a bum. But
Yeah.
I drafted him in both dynasty leagues just because I was like, he's first round talent. Like I'll take first round talent in the back of the draft, and it worked.
Yeah. Cortland Sutton had a bounce back game. I think he had like a catch against the Colts.
Yep.
Something like that. Troy Flank sitting back down to where he was before. And Colin is still rostering Marvin Mims for whatever reason.
I try to fix his team whenever I see him, and then I tell him to trade with me, and then he'll tell me to shut up.
All right, we'll move on to Seattle versus New Orleans.
Absolute beating.
Yeah. Sam Darnold looks a lot better than I think most people were expecting.
Great. Like, not like, okay, he's not amazing. Like, he's not the best QB, but he's done everything he's needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm perfectly content with how he's played.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker ended up getting he ended up getting
He got all the carries.
majority.
Charbonnet was hurt.
Charbonnet was gone.
Whoever George Halani was getting in there a bit, but he was way less efficient than Kenneth Walker was.
Yeah.
And then
Gave George Halani 10 carries.
On the receiving side, JSN continues to be one of the best receivers in the league, and Cooper Kupp just is washed, not doing much. Troy Horton, I think he had back-to-back
He's
weeks of a
looked not
touchdown.
bad, yeah.
How did he have 18 points? He had 3 catches.
He got a return touchdown.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, that is not adding up right there. And on the Saints side of the ball, there's not really much outside of Jawan Johnson and Olave.
I say, yeah, the Horton is a return.
How's Kamara been this year?
Mid.
Pretty mid, yeah. He had 18 for 42 and 1 reception for 14
Well,
yards.
to be fair, but at this point they're so far down that there's no
I mean,
real
yeah,
point
you're
to run the ball.
down 13
They
to
were
44.
running it in the beginning quite a lot, and then they just stopped.
Yeah.
He's also not getting the targets anymore because Spencer Rattler is no hospital ball man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. I'll let Josh take the lead on this one.
What game? Oh, the Cowboys looked as good as I thought they would. I suppose the offense performed mediocre at best.
Yeah.
In the absence of Cedia, you can't expect too much, but
How were the Dak picks? Were they bad or kind of like? Cause
one of them was George Pickens literally dropping a ball, and it bounces off his hands into
Oh,
a
I saw
diving
that
defender.
one,
And
yeah.
the other one was literally the most egregious pick I've ever seen. He just threw it to the other team. So there's two sides of the coin in this game. But other than that, I suppose Jake Ferguson is
Yeah,
looking
he
as
got
the man who I
fucking
drafted.
13 catches. Holy
14 targets,
13
Holy
catches for 82
shit.
yards, by the way.
God.
and he had, I think, what is he? He's tight end 2, and he hasn't found the end zone
Tight end
yet.
1. He hasn't found the end zone in 2 years.
Really?
2023 was the last time he got a
Yeah.
touchdown.
That is right.
Let's check that. Yep, nothing in 2024.
And
His
then
last touchdown was in week 13 of 2023.
Man, that Jake Ferguson touchdown's going to hit. He should have had one week 1, but he dropped it.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that.
Caleb Williams absolutely tore up that defense. That horrid
To be
defense.
fair, the defense is
It's-
generationally bad.
Yeah.
It looks okay when you have Diggs and Bland on the field at the same time.
QB's just put up 800 yards on you in 2 weeks. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, you got
The
the
only benefit
legacy
is that-
game out of Russ,
yeah.
and then he swiftly got benched.
That is the Dallas defense tax. Is you get your best game of the season, then next week you get dismantled.
My really outcomes for or my expectations for these teams. Dallas is probably just gonna be picking probably top 10. They're probably gonna be.
Probably like 11, 12 area.
Yeah, I was about to say they're gonna win
They're
enough
gonna
to
go
not.
like 7 and 10.
Yeah, they're gonna win enough to not have an important pick.
Stupid Jerry Jones.
Bears, I think, could heat up though and
We say this
get
every
good,
year.
but I'm a big Caleb Williams
Hey,
believer.
to be fair, the Cowboys have the same record as the Ravens, so that's
True.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll get to them soon.
Yeah, that's about it.
And Kansas City.
True. Wait, those teams play each other this upcoming week.
Ravens are gonna kick.
Who
their
is the
ass.
fraud?
Ravens are gonna kick their ass. Lamar's
No,
playing.
I don't think so. I think the Chiefs
perfect.
win.
Lamar's playing great. All right, we'll get to that. All right, next up, Arizona and San Fran. San Fran is 3-0.
I didn't even realize
Mac
this game
Jones
was this
almost
close.
threw the game at the very end. It was not a close game until like the final 4 minutes.
Ricky has just been getting the love
Well,
with
that-
everyone hurt.
It's because everyone's hurt, but
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings is coming back next week, so
Let's see. how
Mac
much-
Jones' favorite target.
Yeah. Brock Purdy should be back within like a week or two, but we'll get to that in our next
CMC
segment.
still
But
looking the same.
San Fran, I feel like they're the weakest three, one of the weakest 3-0s.
I didn't even know they were 3.
Shout out Marvin Harrison. He had that one drop where he was butt naked, wide open, and he just completely missed it.
Yeah,
He bounced back this week.
and then
Trey McBride looking as the man he always was.
yeah, Arizona's just ass.
Yep.
And that's about it.
They're like the Steelers if they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, if they won this game, they would have been 3-0, and then obviously 3-1 after.
That would have been even
after
more
Thursday.
fake and 3 team.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for them. Next up,
You guys want to talk about this?
The
yeah.
slop fest of a game we got going on here.
Chiefs did not even play that good. Our defense is holding them up, even though Dexy has had a rough season so far.
You know who else had a rough season? Your number 3 overall pick.
Yeah,
Was he 3 or was he like 5?
he was like.
Well,
three,
the problem is they don't play him at edge rusher. We're so injured at
he's been
linebacker.
playing linebacker.
Well, to be fair, when you're I'll go back. I think it was week 1 where he was rushing the quarterback and he was in zone defense while rushing the quarterback.
But other bright spots though.
Contested 3.
We do have the overall tackle leader of the season in Bobby Okirke, which is I love.
Brian
I've
Burns
always
is
loved
second
him.
in sacks.
Yeah, Brian Burns has been having a great year. Even Tibbs has had a really strong contract year. So our defense is still looking like not bad.
The secondary is the problem.
Yeah,
Who would have guessed? There
Even
also
they
is
invested,
the problem somewhere else.
like so much into it too.
Then again, our pass rush in Dallas also is fucking terrible.
Paulson Adebo is not. He's been
Cam
all right,
Scadaboo.
but yeah,
Yeah, that's
looking
about the
like-
only bright side on
Cam
the
Scadaboo
offense.
is a
Professional
dog.
CTE rusher.
that white boy can run, bro. He's.
So white man run the football.
I'm a huge fan of
He'll
him.
see like the most wide open area to run through, and he'll just run into the defender.
Yeah, not Tracy. Even though I was a big Tracy fan, but now
Well,
he's
I think he
injured
did he
and
dislocate his shoulder. Is that what it
Yeah.
was? So he's probably gonna miss time.
we're gonna see a lot of Scadaboo. I want to get him off Garrett, but
And then obviously Russ didn't do anything. So,
Yeah, so our
none of the receivers. Speaking of Jalen Hyatt, he was in. We were playing 2K the other day. He was in the city. Like for like 3
yeah.
seconds, I saw he was in the city. I was like, bro,
yeah, get off fucking 2K and catch the damn ball.
get on the field, baby.
Yeah, he hasn't even done anything this. He hasn't even gotten he hasn't even got targeted.
No.
Just sucks.
All right, and then the Monday night game, Lions taking down the Ravens.
Don't let the score fake you out. It was not a close game.
I didn't get to watch this one.
I don't
Was
know.
Lamar good? Because it looks like he
Yeah,
was
Lamar's
good.
good. It's just the fact that
Defense gave up 38.
the defense was terrible, and they just rushed them
Yep.
into the ground.
Monty and Gibbs
Yeah.
just destroyed them. Both.
That
They
garbage-
both had 2 touchdowns.
That garbage time Mark Andrews touchdown lost me fantasy
True.
by one singular point.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I looked at it and I was like, okay, Josh won.
No.
Good for. Because you texted me earlier that day. I was like, what do I do? Or like.
What do I do to fix my team
Yeah,
after
no,
that?
and I was gonna. I don't know if I texted. I might have forgot to. In my head, I was like, "Really, you don't really gotta do much. Maybe like move a couple players, but you don't have to
I
blow
want
it
that
up."
Back off run. I want the backup running back off Gavin.
But Derrick Henry has fumbled every game this season
Yeah.
and has been extremely inefficient.
He had like that crash out on the sideline with his helmet, and he like fell on the bench.
Hmm
That's Riz versus
He
sexual
should have
harassment with George Pickens.
should have a nice
This is
game
all
again.
Over the media.
This
Did
Case-
you see what Tom Brady said over that
Yes.
clip?
I
He's
was-
like, "Oh,
that's what you
throwing the
do.
helmet like when you kick the dog at home or something." I'm like, "What? What is bro on about?"
I was a big hater of Detroit going in the year, and I was like, even after week 1, I was like, "Oh, that's over. The Detroit Lions era is over."
I'm on her as a wide receiver 3 right now.
They have just been looking great. Mm.
I think it was just that week 1 they just played the Packers. It was
Yep.
just such a bad matchup for them that now that they're bouncing, even like on paper the Ravens matchup.
I
is
think they
bad.
also had to adjust to having a completely new playbook and actually like playing an actual team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's it. That's it for week 3.
Do you want to talk about the
Nah.
Seahawks Cardinals?
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
it
we
real
can.
quick. It wasn't that interesting.
up.
It was kind of boring until
I
the
don't-
last like 2
I didn't
minutes.
really
Yeah,
watch a lot of it.
We were in the Discord, like watching, and then Kyler Murray threw that atrocious interception,
That
and then the guy
bailed.
fumbled it.
And it turned into a first down. It was an interception turned into a first down. It was the stupidest play ever.
All part of the plan. All part of the plan.
Just like we drew it up. Charbonnet played in this game and split pretty evenly. I mean, Kenneth Walker had
Less
majority of the
carries,
carries,
Well,
but
Kenneth-
he had the touchdown. though.
Kenneth Walker was getting a lot of the beginning carries, but then he got like a big penalty after like throwing a ball at the other team and kind of like a little hissy fit.
Oh.
Walker was
after-
also a little more efficient than
After
Charbonnet.
that though, Charbonnet got a lot of work. It was like that happened, and Charbonnet got like the next 5 like carries and kind of got a lot more work at that.
The only like real problem is you need the other one out to really start him.
Yeah.
And on Seahawks side of the ball, I'm liking Seahawks this year. As long
Mhm.
as like their offense, they got talent on offense. Sam Darnold's doing his job. Their defense.
JSN had a
is
quiet
good.
I
game.
would say not really a big
Quiet
receiving
game, but he still put up 79, and he's averaging 100 yards a game, which is really good.
He also carried the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
So
On the other side, Arizona again, like you just talked about, they're just ass.
nice Marvin Harrison game.
Kyler Murray did nothing besides throw picks until the last 5 minutes, and he got a touchdown because of missed field goal and another
Can't even
just like
say
a
it's
nice
double
drive.
XP weekend because it's a Friday.
Yeah, but he did not look good at all. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. caused 2 interceptions this game. One was a bad route, and one was a just complete drop. Trey Benson looked all right.
Yeah, I didn't get the receiving touchdown that
That
DeMarcado got
pissed
at the
me
end of the
off.
game.
I was like, it was wide open. I was like, dude. I mean, I'm thankful enough that Marvin Harrison, like, he had at 1 point halved. He had 1 point and Trey Benson had 3, and I was like, are we dead? I'm gonna lose again. But both of them ended off with 10 and 18,
I love
so
garbage time touchdowns.
Yes. I'm looking okay for now. But yeah, boring game.
All right, we want to go into Pretenders versus Contenders.
Yes, this one's interesting. All right,
Alright, let me pull up
Do
the
you have
standings.
like a list of what teams you want to talk about?
Say like just
All the
stand
3-0 teams, like primarily, and then maybe some of the
whoever
like.
stands out.
Yeah. We'll start out with the Buffalo Bills. They're the only 3-0 team in the AFC East. Really, the only team that has a winning record.
Definitely a contender.
Definitely a contender, I'd say.
Mhm.
Josh Allen is just being Josh Allen. Defense looks fine. They do have really easy matchups, but I really don't think like it's not their fault. Like they're just capitalizing on easy matchups. And
Yeah.
They beat the Ravens in a crazy game.
Mhm.
I think they should be the Super Bowl contender for the East, but
They
we'll see.
they play New Orleans this week.
Free one.
Certified trap game.
My
I
grand
think that's my survivor pick.
really.
So I didn't pick Bills versus Dolphins.
When we pick of the game or like your predictions, I'll check
Yeah.
mine. But my grandparents are gonna be at that game, so
Is it in Buffalo?
yeah, in Buffalo. So they're probably gonna whoop the Saints, but they're looking unstoppable to me and should make it.
Still some questions on the defense, but other than that, I mean, the offense is just so good that
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of just makes up for it.
Going down Chargers, another 3-0 team.
Contender.
They have looked unbelievable. Like if Herbert keeps playing the way he is, and that defense looks so good, 100% Super Bowl contender if they can survive the 17-game season. But it's a long season and stuff can happen, so we'll have to see.
Does
But
this
for
say that
now,
the Bengals are
that-
first place in the AFC North.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know, like, can we even
Are we
lump them-
addressing 2-1 teams?
I
Well,
guess it depends on the
before
team.
we leave the West, because Raiders and Broncos are just nothing. But are the Chiefs?
I don't
Where are the
think
Chiefs
Broncos are
at?
that bad.
I don't know. I don't want to say they're contenders, but I also don't want to say that they're pretenders.
They need to win a little more for me to be.
I think
like,
it's just that they're not playing the Chiefs football that we're used to.
Yeah.
So
But it's not like bad football.
No.
They're kind of in limbo right now.
I mean, I feel like every year they kind of start like this, and then
To be fair, when your wide receiver one is Hollywood Brown, it tends to do some
Yeah,
stuff to
once
your
they get the
team.
weapons
I
back,
think Worthy's gonna play this week. From what I
Yes.
saw.
that should help. But yeah, they're kind of just like lukewarm in the middle. Bengals easily 2-1. We've seen them.
Pretenders.
Yeah, they're fucked. Joe Burrow.
Until
yeah,
Burrow comes back,
they
they're
will miss the
pretenders.
playoffs. I would bet money they miss the playoffs. Ravens, on the other hand, being at 1-2. What's your guys' thoughts on Ravens so far? Even though
I mean, they were my Super Bowl pick, so I really hope they turn it around.
I still think they're
I think they're just victims of unluckiness.
yeah hard schedule.
I
The
think
Buffalo and Lions. is
Defense
rough.
just kind of selling them in both of the games that they lost. They They definitely should have won the Bills game.
Mhm.
They could have easily won the Lions game.
I just want to point out that I've been picking Cowboys Bengals as my Super Bowl for like 3 years in a row, and
Damn.
every single time I've picked that both of them and missed the playoffs.
Damn.
Nice.
Lamar Jackson is looking like the MVP as of right now, though.
Wrong. Justin Herbert.
Lamar, 700 yards throwing, 100 rushing, 9 throwing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, no interceptions, or 1 fumble, but it wasn't lost. He's looking good, and I'm glad I have him on my team.
Do we want to talk Steelers?
You just kind of skipped
Yeah.
over them.
Oh, my bad.
They're going 9-8.
They're gonna probably make the playoffs.
9-8, make the playoffs.
And don't do
maybe
anything.
not,
That's
and
the-
then losing the first round.
That's the easiest one. Then the South.
The Colts.
The Colts.
Everyone keeps saying that the Colts are just the 2024 Saints. How they
Like early season
they
success.
scored
and
like 70 points in the first 2 weeks and were
They
2-0.
blew up the shitty Cowboys and
Yeah.
somebody else.
But I disagree. I'm really liking this team right now. Defense has done everything it needs to do and just containing teams and not
don't-
giving up too much.
I don't know if I want to say like Super Bowl contender, but I think they're a
Definitely not.
strong playoff team.
Yes,
definitely.
that I'll agree with you.
I don't want.
I think they could win a couple games in the playoffs, maybe make it to the championship if they're lucky.
I'm
but-
worried Daniel Jones is gonna switch up soon. I'm not wishing that. I love seeing him succeed, and I just wish it could have been on the Giants. But
It's cool to see him succeed, but it sucks that everyone's like, "Oh, stupid Giants, let this guy go."
yeah, that
When he was just they were just shitting on him.
But
when he
I
was on
am
the
really
Giants.
happy to see Daniel Jones. Like I like Daniel Jones as a Giant. He had fun moments, but
I have his jersey in my
yeah.
closet.
Dude, that Daniel Jones
But-
run against the Eagles back in like
fuck that.
2021,
I think it was 2020.
2020, where he ran the 70 yards and then fell, is one of my favorite plays ever.
That's the worst play ever. But where I'm going with this is I watched 6 years of Daniel Jones football, and
Never
That
saw
is-
anything
that
like
is
this.
not Daniel Jones.
and I know who he is, and
Daniel
I
Jones died weeks ago. This
I
is
could
not Daniel
I could
Jones.
see it collapse at any point, and just like
I don't know, man. They look good against like an actual good team. beating the Broncos.
I'm really starting to think that a lot of the Giants' problems is just internally.
yeah, it's been like that for like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a bad O line for like 30
You've been
years.
rebuilding that O line for a very.
It's
long
been since like the
time.
fucking 80s. Like throughout my dad, I was
It's got to be since our last Super Bowl.
no, it was bad in the Super Bowl. I was talking to my dad.
There's
and
no
I don't know
way.
how him and my uncle are longtime Giants fans, and they did not like that. Like it was not terrible in the Super Bowl era, like the 2000 Super Bowl era, but it was not good by any means. It was more just like Eli airing it out.
I guess. I don't really.
But
I was
my
literally like
dad,
7 years old. I can't remember.
Old man take is that it's been bad since he was like 7, but
How about the Jaguars?
I don't know
How
exactly what that
close is he really paying attention to an offensive line though?
I don't know. He
How did
like
we-
he hasn't he has like the past like 5 to 10 years he hasn't been like as crazy of a Giants fan, but before that like we'd
I
watch.
wonder why.
Yeah, but like I remember like when I was like 7, like from like 4 to like 11, we watched every game and had people
Ung's
over
given up.
every week, and it was like a big deal. But I don't know.
How about the Jaguars?
100% pretend. I'm surprised they have 2 wins.
I-
They should be
yeah.
0-3 right now.
Yup.
They're that bad.
Yup.
Trevor Lawrence is done. Maybe get him like maybe his career's not done. He could go see a new team, a new situation. But Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars needs to end. The experiment is over.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did not live up anywhere close to that hype.
Yeah.
Move on to the NFC. Eagles are one
Unsolid.
They're
of
like the
one
most
of
solid contenders I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah. Repeat.
Super Bowl champion. I mean, they don't even like Jalen Hurts had his best game of the season so far, and they don't even have to have that every week to be 3-0. They can just have what they did the first 2 weeks, where they just give it to Saquon.
That's what happens when you have a good team.
Yeah, crazy how that works.
Imagine. Cannot be these bottom 2 teams.
No,
Yeah. Commanders, I think, are also looking not bad this year.
Maybe they can win the division.
Defense is looking good, and
I guess it just how much time does Terry and Daniels miss?
Daniels, I feel like should be back.
I feel
soon.
Daniel should be back next week, is
Probably.
my guess. Marcus Mariota didn't look too
I
terrible.
said like I'm not putting Commanders. I think.
I mean, Marcus Mariota can look okay, but extend that out however many weeks, like eventually he's not gonna do well.
49ers. Easy.
Probably a little bit of fraud.
Frauds.
They-
100% frauds.
They had a pretty easy schedule. I feel like
and it just keeps getting easier.
Cakewalk schedule.
they could have lost to Seattle week 1.
Yeah.
They barely squeaked that one out. Who'd they play week 2? They played the Saints week 2.
Mhm.
We too, and they scored like it was a low scoring game and a half.
And then they played the Cardinals.
Mhm.
Cardinals is ass.
They are also like severely injured
Yeah.
too. They just lost Nick Bosa for the year.
They are heavily on fraud watch, in my opinion. But
I guess we'll have
It's
to
actually
see.
a miracle they're 3-0 with the injuries.
True.
So,
on the other hand, Seahawks, I'm kind of convinced they're a contender right now. I
Mhm.
think they're looking really good.
I think they're one of those teams that'll make the playoffs and maybe lose in the first round.
I can see that. Like they're good enough to make a little
Mhm.
noise and like everything. Rams, I don't know. I'm gonna have you guys say
I think the Rams are
Ram-
still contenders.
Yes, they are.
Super
they
Bowl
lost by
contender, like-
they lost by a block field goal.
If I wouldn't be surprised if they made the Super Bowl, but I probably wouldn't pencil them in. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be my pick.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
agree. No, wait, they're still my pick. Never mind.
And then-
I disagree.
I guess Cardinals being 2-2, it's not really like
They're
I don't
there.
really think
I
that they
don't-
fall in
yeah.
between either.
They're gonna
They're-
go back to their regular Cardinals
they're
like
fraud
7-10
watch.
season.
next up. The NFC North is an interesting division.
I think
Start out with Packers.
Packers are definitely contenders
2
for
and
sure.
1. Still,
That,
even
that was
with
kind of a fluke loss to the Browns, so like that's not gonna happen every
rush
week.
past it.
That's kind of like last year, like how the Raiders beat
I
the Ravens.
think they have the lowest. Let me just double check. Yeah, they have let up the least amount of points this season with 44 points. in
Who,
3
the
games.
Packers?
Yeah. So defense is looking great, led by Micah Parsons. Jordan Love and the offense are a little slow to start, but like not slow enough where they're losing.
I think
games.
it's still the problem of they don't really have a solidified receiver because they lost Jaden Reed with a collarbone injury. Matthew Golden really hasn't done anything, and then I think Christian Watson's injured right now.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo Doubs has just never really been that dude.
Yeah.
And then Dontavian Wicks is
It's just
okay.
a whole lot of twos pretending to be ones.
Vikings. You guys thoughts on Vikings?
I feel like Carson Wentz are better off than they're with
JJ.
JJ.
I don't
don't know.
I
if
don't
that's a
really
hot
know if I
take.
can say that off of one game where their defense put up 40 points.
I'll give you that. But I suppose who they play next week?
I don't know. I will say that J.J. McCarthy has really only played 2 good
They play
quarters of
Pittsburgh.
football.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see.
Pittsburgh's a good test for Wentz as well.
Yeah.
So contender? Are they like lukewarm?
Lukewarm.
Yeah, I'd say lukewarm.
somewhere in the middle.
Gotcha.
I think we just need to see more of McCarthy to really get a grasp of where this team is.
Yep. Next up, Lions. Lions is one I believed
They're
was
contenders.
complete fraud watch after week 1. I was like, oh, without Ben Johnson, they're cooked. But completely 180'd and proved me wrong. They put up like 80 points in the past 2 weeks.
Mhm.
They're back in the seat. They're going to have a good year. And hopefully do something in the playoffs. I'm still kind of upset with them last year because they were supposed to go in the playoffs and beat the Eagles and go to the Super Bowl. And that's what I need them to do. And they lost to the fucking Commanders.
They pooped their pants.
But they're definitely contender. And I think Bears could be a playoff contender.
I think Bears are a playoff contender, but I don't know what their schedule looks like.
with that division.
They're
though,
just kind of
it's
inconsistent so far.
hard. Yeah. And then the final division, mostly a bunch of
Bucks. People slept on the Bucks and look where it went. Right back to winning the division.
yeah.
Like nothing ever happened.
Who was sleeping on the Bucks?
You didn't see people saying like, "Oh, it's 50-50 division."
Oh,
I saw like Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's kind of the same thing with the Falcons as the Vikings. Like, we haven't seen enough of Penix to really like.
Oh, we've seen far more Penix than we have.
We've seen like
McCarthy.
3 more games of Penix than McCarthy, and in those 3 games he looked good, and then in these 3 games he hasn't looked
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So
But Buccaneers, are they contenders?
I'd say
They've been winning
strong
a lot of
playoff
close
team.
games. They've had 3 game-winning drives
Yeah,
this season.
I mean Baker's just that dude. So
Yeah,
I
Baker's
think
the
they could
man.
beat the Eagles this week.
I would love that so much.
I think it's like actually gonna happen. Probably not, but they could.
I think the Eagles are pretty heavily favored.
So that's like
Yeah.
most of them. So who is your guys' biggest fraud watch and biggest like contender? My biggest fraud watch is San Fran.
Yeah, we
I
got
think
that.
they're just so fake. But my
San
contender.
Fran's schedule is so easy that I think that they can win.
Mm,
But that's the problem when they face an actual team.
yeah. my biggest contender right now might be the Chargers.
I'd
It
probably have
might
to
be
agree with
crazy.
both of your opinions.
Because
Yeah.
I think, like, compared to, like, the Bills or the Eagles, Chargers, I've just seen, like, perfect football. Like, no mistakes. Justin Herbert playing out his
Justin
mind.
Herbert, when he finally gets a team around
defense,
him.
That defense looks so good.
I don't have to do hypotheticals anymore. It's actually coming
Well,
to
like,
life.
Bills, their offenses look good, but the defense has been spotty. In Eagles, I've seen, they're 3-0, but I've seen a little bit of spottiness on the offense and a little bit of spottiness on the defense. Like, it hasn't been perfect over with the Eagles.
Mm.
But that's my thoughts.
All right, do we want to move into something else then?
Well, who's your biggest fraud, Josh?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Should not be 2-1.
Yeah,
Though
I
do
agree with
think
that
I
too.
agree with you with the Chargers though. They look great.
So we're all three on Team Chargers. All right, we'll see if that bites us in the ass.
Probably. That's the
God
word.
help
They're gonna
me.
go like they're not gonna win a single game after this, and we're gonna sit here looking stupid.
They're gonna lose to the Giants this week.
Yeah. Jackson Dart.
Do you really want them to? Temporary timeout. We can do the Jackson Dart. Do you realistically want the Giants to win? I wouldn't. I don't want the Cowboys to win.
If Jackson Dart looks good, then yeah, I want them to win. But I don't want them to win with a bad Jackson. I guess it's not really possible because like Jackson Dart would need to be good to win. But really, I don't care about the picks at this point. Like I don't want to just lose. I'm sick of that. It's been every season. I just want to see them pick up a little speed and Jackson Dart end the year off.
Trust me, I think you'd rather have the picks over going like 12-5 and first round exit every season.
I don't even know about
that's
that.
the purgatory I was in. It's not very fun.
It all sucks. Like there's
yeah,
no.
you say that, but you haven't been on the opposite end where you go
Yeah.
3-14 every
just-
year.
Well, that's gonna be this year.
It's so boring. At least you get excited to have a playoff game, and
You get to be
like-
excited on your Sundays when your team can put up points.
yeah.
Well, my
But-
team can put up points. The
But,
defense is down
I
there.
really like where I'm at. I don't know about you, Gavin, but where I'm at for the Giants, I didn't want to see Jackson Dart in this early, and I'm not even fully on page with benching Russ, even though I understand it. But it's more just I don't think if
This is a desperation move.
yeah, it's definitely
They
on.
have to put
Well,
him in,
I
they
heard it
have
was
to
a
win.
Shane move and not a Dable move. I don't know how true that is, but
I feel like Shane's job is probably safer than Dayball's.
I hope, even though he's not been perfect,
I
it
think
sucks because I
the
don't know.
the problem with Joe Shane is that
My
he's
mom
made
said
good-
she wants the Giants to win.
Yeah.
the problem with Joe Shane is that his like
He's good.
overall he's had good moves, but the big ones are like what people focus on. Like
Evan Neal has really hurt.
yeah, and then obviously the Daniel Jones contract, letting Saquon go,
Saquon.
letting McKinney go.
Drafting Banks.
Yeah, like all of those. Like that first draft class was pretty bad. First and
Yeah.
second year were pretty bad.
But 2024 and 5 have shaped up to be pretty good so far.
Yeah, hopefully.
Especially with Embo, or I don't know how to pronounce his
I think it's just
name.
Bo.
Bo, that dude has me excited. But going back to Jackson Dart, I'm really my like outlook for the rest of the season now is I want to go into next year being confident with a QB. That's all I want. It's been so long, but like I just want a confident starter, no competition for the job, and just that's what I want.
It really has been a while because even Eli started to shit the bed towards his later years.
Oh, yeah.
My question is like, what do we do with Jameis? Because at the beginning of the season, they were like, we're not gonna move on from him. We're not gonna trade
You
him.
have to trade one of those two quarterbacks.
But I just feel like Russ. Like, what are we gonna get for Russ? Because he just looks so bad.
You think we get more for Jameis than Russ?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know
That
how to
one
value
good
him.
Russ game saving his season.
it's just like
We do got to get rid of one though. They got.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather keep Jameis because he's actually.
I
I know it's stupid.
Jameis should be starting, but it's because they need the desperation move that they have to put Dart in.
But now, knowing the Giants I've watched for the past 20 years, it's going to be Jackson Dart gets thrown in, and he's not going to be good because he's a
Because
project.
he's not ready.
He's a project QB.
He's a guy who
And then
should sit
Giants
the whole
fan-
year.
Yeah, the
At the
Giants fans
bare
will be like,
minimum,
oh
you
my
have-
God, he's ass. They
you
took
have-
his.
Oh,
Take
yeah,
his
you
shit.
get-
Oh no, we should have taken shit there. Fire Dable, fire everyone, and then it messes up the Jackson Dart project, and then it's just like it was only like half complete, and it's just fails, and then we
The worst thing you can do for a young quarterback is just constantly switch out
yeah
head coaches and play callers, which is exactly what happened with Daniel Jones.
yeah
So
yeah. How many coaches did he have over it? Like 4.
I know Malik
McAdoo.
has. I saw this stat. Malik's had 6 quarterbacks since he's been in.
Yeah.
starting.
Oh yeah. This is his 6th this week. Which
That's the recipe
sucks,
for-
but
Disaster.
he seemed pretty. He was all giddy about this like interview, even though he didn't say anything. He was cheesing. It was the day Russell Wilson got benched.
Yeah. Well, if Russ threw him that hospital ball at the end of the Chiefs game,
Yeah.
bro was done.
But Giant, I'm excited but very nervous.
At bare minimum, you have the fact that he looked good in the preseason. So
And
take
then
that with a grain of salt.
Oh, that's just I can already. They're just gonna use the fucking evil Twitters and be like, "Oh, dumb Giants fans! Look at you thought he was the preseason
That is-
MVP for what?
That
for
is
what?"
the most like Eagles fan take I've ever heard.
I saw something. It was like a tweet. It's like just a generic tweet. It's like the AFC has all the good QBs, but the NFC has all the good teams. And then some Eagles fan was like, "Oh." It's like they replied something about Jalen Hurts. Everyone's like, bro, no one brought up Jalen Hurts. It isn't even a diss on Jalen Hurts. You just had to bring him in there.
I hate the fucking Giants. Why they've been the laughing stock. It just continues. The
I don't know,
Saquon,
man. The Browns are pretty bad.
yeah, but the Saquon thing was the most embarrassing thing ever, and
No
it's just
doubt,
like
I'll give you that.
we caught all the shit for something.
Well,
no,
to be fair, Saquon was never gonna do as good as he's doing.
yeah,
for the
but no
Eagles.
Giants fan wanted to lose him, and then we caught the shit for. He went to the Eagles and he's great now. And
Then you pay Daniel Jones, cut him, and he
God.
turns out great.
it's unbelievable. Like me and my dad were joking the whole offseason. Like, well, he was more like,
He looked
No,
terrible
Mike, I was like-
in the offseason, though.
yeah, I was like, dude, Daniel Jones is not gonna be good. And he's like, just you wait, Michael. Just 'cause it's gonna be as soon as he leaves the Giants, he's gonna be balling out. And look what's happening.
I love it when horrible quarterbacks go to a different team and become great.
It's that Kevin O'Connell touch.
Yeah,
But
You get,
Baker Mayfield,
he was there for
Sam
like 3
Darnold.
weeks, or no, it was like a whole half a season.
Yeah.
Still,
I don't even think he played. I think he's
it can't be that good.
What were you saying, Josh?
Oh, I was just mentioning other quarterbacks.
Oh.
Same there. Yeah.
Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. At this point, maybe Carson Wentz.
I think it's just an
It's a little too early.
It's
to
just
tell
an
on him.
organizational thing, really.
Yeah. You know, well, Sam Darnold, they interviewed him too. Now everyone's like glazes him for the Kevin O'Connell, not O'Connell, but for the Kevin O'Connell effect. But he said like Brock Purdy played like a big
Oh yeah, he
role.
did. He did have that stint in San Fran before he was the Vikings starter.
And I don't know. he
That's
was-
another guy who in Shanahan's offense who
Yeah.
probably would really help too.
But Shanahan and O'Connell, like it doesn't get better than that.
Do we want to do our picks for this week?
Yeah, let's get into it. So first, how'd you guys do last week?
I think I did atrocious.
I think I also did atrocious. Oh no, I had
Um,
10. I can't believe I had that many.
I went 9-7. Bad week. What'd you do, Gavin?
Gavin went 8.
8.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
I did pretty bad. All right, so as of right now, who's winning?
Colin.
Colin Axon. Congrats, Colin. Garrett, looking pretty ass. He was like the dominating last year.
He told me that he picked every single one ahead of time, so he can't change it.
Oh, I gotcha.
He can change.
Well, no,
it
he
to-
can change it, but he lives
Right.
off his principle of not changing.
All right, so
We all picked Seattle, by the way.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
who did I pick?
You pick Seattle.
I
Okay,
hope you
good.
picked Seattle.
Alright,
Considering the fact that I said you did.
All right, first up, Vikings, Pittsburgh. I'm taking Vikings.
I'm Gavin. Next to you, go first.
I'm taking Minnesota. This
Yeah.
game is in Ireland.
Oh, what?
True. Why
Really?
not? Yeah, Vikings for the win.
They go off.
Yeah.
Next up, Commanders and Falcons. I got Commanders. Even though Falcons are favorited, but I'm not trusting the team that just put up 0 points over the team that just put up.
I will be trusting that team over
Really?
a Mariota-led Commanders team with Luke McCaffrey as your best option.
Where's Debo?
Debo's good.
True, I forgot about him.
What about you, Josh?
I don't know. I was leaning towards Falcons, but I could also see it flip flop towards the Commanders.
Yeah. Next one, the most guaranteed percentages on Sleeper with 89%. The Bills versus.
This is my survivor pick.
This is also my survivor.
I used
pick.
my Bills.
See,
against
that's
the
why
Dolphins.
I saved my Bills for this game.
That was my dilemma. It's like
I didn't know that was a thing until like 2 weeks ago.
it's
but
like it was either this one or the Lions or like there's some other ones where it's like good teams against really bad teams. Where I'm like I kind of want to save like the good teams for as long as I can.
I'm going.
That's
I'll
why I
get
took
to
a
mine
Cowboys
next. So
Giants gamble.
both of you guys are doing Bills this week for Survivor. Next up, Browns Lions. I don't.
Should be a lot.
This was a close second for survivor.
Yeah. Lions. That's probably what I'm gonna.
The
end up
only
going.
reason I lean more towards Saints is because the Browns had that miraculous win against the Packers.
Yeah.
Maybe they have some momentum going for them.
The Browns defense is also pretty good, so like maybe they
The
shut down the
Saints
Lions.
genuinely have nothing going for
Yeah.
them.
Next one's interesting. 0-3 teams. The Texans versus Tennessee.
I think the Texans win this pretty easily.
I think so.
I keep picking the
too,
Texans.
but
It keeps not working, so
I
I'm gonna
don't
keep
think
going.
like the
I
odds
think
are
I picked
70.
them 3 weeks in a row.
The odds are 77 for Texans, and I feel like that's really high for how bad they play. I know
Well,
Titans.
the
haven't
Titans
looked good.
are also a bad team.
I don't know. I think it could be a little close, like not that close, but a little bit closer than.
There's a reason Cam Ward was the #1 pick,
Yeah.
and there's a reason he's going to suffer in Tennessee.
Next up, Panthers and Patriots. This one guy, I feel like it could go either way, but I'm leaning towards Patriots.
I also
Yeah,
took Patriots.
same.
Chargers, Giants.
No offense, but I'm just gonna
Wow,
roll with
there's a lot of
Chargers.
delusional Giants fans.
I
Panthers
just
are
I looked
29%.
down at it and it said Giants. I'm like, when did I do that?
Sorry.
Why did I do that?
29% Giants.
This
That's
is why
a
we go
lot.
over.
I'm definitely going Chargers, and that's probably gonna be my survivor this week.
It's not a bad pick.
Eagles and Bucks. I'm just going Eagles the
Yeah.
entire year.
I don't want Eagles, but I do think that the Bucks
You
could
do?
easily win this. I do.
Fraud watch for our two fraud
Fraud
watch.
watch
teams.
bowl.
Yeah.
I think that the fraudulent 49ers will beat the
No,
fraudulent
I think the
Jaguars.
fraudulent Jaguars.
I think the
scrape
fraudulent
up.
49ers will go fraudulent 4-0.
Jaguars win this. Next up, Colts and Rams. Could be a really good
Rams
game.
over Colts.
I got
They're gonna be
Rams
angry
too.
after that
Yeah, I
last
also
game.
do too.
Baltimore Chiefs at Chiefs. I got Baltimore.
I also have Baltimore.
Apparently, I picked Baltimore, so I guess I'll just roll with it. I do think that the Chiefs might win this, though.
Next up,
The
Bear-
50-50 bowl.
I got Bears or Raiders.
I got Bears.
I have Bears.
Oh, Bears.
All in agreement. This is my survivor right now, but after looking at some of the other games, I think I'm gonna switch it. No.
I don't know. I think this is a pretty guaranteed. The Cowboys would be the one team to go out and lose to the Bears and beat the Packers.
Yeah, I got Packers beating the Cowboys as of now, but
So do
I don't know
I.
if there's others I feel like I trust.
Did you
more than
see
that.
what Jerry Jones said about Micah? He was like,
we
he's
couldn't
like-
win a
yeah.
Super
He's
Bowl
like,
with him.
he's a great guy,
Yeah.
but we didn't win many Super Bowls, obviously. So is it really that helpful?
And then the Bum Bowl Monday night. Fuck that. Jets versus
The doubleheader bumble.
How is this actually
God.
like allowed on Monday? This has got to be like criminal ratings.
So which
I'm gonna
do you
go
like
with the
shit or
the-
poop? Like,
yeah,
which
I'm gonna
one
go
you
with the
want?
shitty Dolphins over the
Yeah,
shitty Jets.
I have to agree with
I'm
that.
on the same page.
And I'm gonna take the shitty Broncos over the shitty
Yeah.
Bengals.
I also agree on that.
All right. So what? we
What's
got
your combined total?
6-7.
6-7. Michael, what about you?
I put like 21.
21
What?
points.
I think it's gonna be ass.
21 combined total
Yeah,
points.
I feel like the Bengals are ass right now, and the Broncos both the ass offenses.
Oh, there we go. Finally loaded. I can confirm my survivor is the Bills.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to do Green Bay?
What's your other options? Who do you have done?
The only ones I have done, I have Bills done.
What about the Lions versus Cleveland?
I still got Lions. I have Broncos done, Bills done, and Cowboys done.
You could do Chargers.
I feel like there's one I'd rather see. I might do the Lions. This might be a good Lions week. Because what's next week for like the better teams?
What is next week?
Chargers, Commanders, no. Ooh, Detroit plays Bengals next week. I might save Detroit for next week.
Conveniently, I
Would
don't.
Green
need
Bay
that.
be good to get saved? They're on bye. Okay.
I forgot bye start next week.
So yeah.
That's when real fantasy football starts, is when buys hit.
Conveniently, I don't need a backup running back till week 9.
Oh wait, crazy segment. Let's go to fantasy football.
Wow.
Wow, what a
segue.
What a
segue.
segue.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
So
Nope, that's week 5. I need to go to week 3. All right.
So we'll start with you, Gavin. Started off
So,
horribly.
I faced you. I put up a fat 90 points. Started at 0-1. Now I'm on a 2-game win streak. I did some elite level trolling against Dylan. I changed my profile to him and changed my name to Belt to Ass. I didn't really put Belt to Ass, but I still won.
Yeah.
If he started Mariota, he would have won.
Let's see.
Other than that, the team didn't really do great. I mean, Pickens had in back-to-back games had the exact same stat line of 5 catches on 9 targets for 68 yards and a touchdown.
So, all right. So
Jordan Mason and Rome Dunze, shout out though.
you made some good moves. You fleeced Colin for Jordan Mason.
Yep.
I think you're one of I'd say contender.
I'd say I'm a top 2 team in the league.
Yeah. I'll transition to me. I have entered Fraud Watch this week.
You are a bottom 2 team in the league, buddy.
I won week 1, and just fine. I put up 124 against Garrett. Garrett just had a stupid legacy week where Jamar Chase put up 36, Jonathan Taylor put up 30, Debo put up 20.
I mean, even if you had an average game this week, Colin put up 140.
Yo, that's what I was about to say. Like, last week I was like, all right, it's all right. This week it all went wrong. I put up 94 points, and I just lost CeeDee Lamb for a couple weeks, and Josh Jacobs is not looking good. Chase Brown is not looking good. Marvin Harrison, I thought was not looking good, but he just had a good night last night. Jawan Johnson is like the best player on my team. Jacoby's
3 on the year.
mid, but now the only like good thing I've done is like I don't know what your thoughts on our trade we did, but like I'm happy with my end of it.
Oh, I like it.
Still, and I think it's a win-win.
Because what I turned Jameson Williams into Tucker Kraft, Olave, and Mason. So
Yeah, that's a really good move. But I got Lamar Jackson putting up 30 every week, so I cannot complain with that. And Jacoby, it's not Pittman too. Pittman's one I don't mind stashing. I might have to start him soon because he was high. He's wide receiver 13, but I think some people jumped up because of last night. But
probably.
he's not looking bad this year. Putting up like 20.
Wait,
Pittman.
Pittman.
So I might have to start him. But I'm a little worried right now. After we go over teams, I want to change something. I want to sell CeeDee Lamb because I don't want to hold, even though I don't want to hold him, but it's just I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll talk about it after. Next up, Josh, you had a tragic week last week.
I don't want to talk about it.
You had 96% chance of winning at the beginning of the Monday
Stop
slate.
it! Don't talk about it.
The start of Monday night game. I thought you had a guaranteed win because I was like, okay.
No, Dylan Ford told me it was 50-50, and I believed him.
I was like, Derrick Henry could go for 30 and you'd still win because Mark Andrews is.
Little did you know, Mark Andrews was going to go for 30.
I thought Mark Andrews was not getting more than 5 points, and I was going to text Carter and be like, dude, find anyone else to start but Mark Andrews. But I did.
Why didn't you?
I should have. And it worked. One garbage time. Even then,
I'm one George Pickens catch away from winning. By the way, if he doesn't drop a wide open pass in space and have
and that turned into a pick, right? Yeah, so it was minus points.
I think Carter's a fraud, low key. He's 2-1, but his team is not very good. Like Justin Jefferson's underperformed.
Yeah.
Adam McConkey's underperformed.
Goddard's ass.
Mark Andrews had this game. Devontae Smith's been buns. Waddle's been pretty
I got
mid.
legacy week. Then again, I also legacy week.
The other
and
day-
still lost.
The other day, he was like, dude, my bench is so good. And I looked at it. I'm like, dude, your bench is ass. Why are you talking?
Oh
I think because Shaheed and Cup had like 15 points.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm so good. I'm like, girl, no, you're not.
But
My bench used to be elite. Now it's ass.
Josh, your team is not too bad.
You got to talk into the mic.
I
man.
think,
my
I'm,
bad.
I
Yeah,
think I'm
yeah.
like
You-
perfectly a mid team.
Yeah,
I
which
don't think
you
I'm
don't
a
wanna-
contender.
You don't want to be in that range.
And
Though,
I
'cause you can
don't
miss
think
them.
I'm a fraud.
Did we switch it to 8 or is it still 6 now?
It's still 6.
Oh boy, Jesus.
I'm gonna have a nice fun time in the
Yeah.
shit bowl with me, Michael, Dylan, and
Probably
Garrett.
Yeah. Even though Garrett
no,
has
I
some-
could be Devin out. Wait a minute, I need to lock in.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to make some moves. I'm trying. Going into next week, I got Carter. You two play each other.
I don't want to trade with Gavin when I play him. That's my.
Trade with me.
That's when we started negotiating.
Yeah,
I was like,
I really don't want to trade with you when I play you.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Like, what do I even do to this fucking team? It's
Let's
not even
take a
that
look.
bad. It's just like
you sell Josh Jacobs to me.
Would anyone want Kelsey? Or no, he's
Well, to be fair, I wasn't expecting my tight end to pop off and become the best in the league.
I took a craft, so I have no reason
Is
to.
Kelsey just a stash?
I just want to point out, two weeks ago, all three of us were complaining about how bad our tight ends, and now we come back 2 weeks later.
I was rostering Evan Ingram.
Me and Gavin are living large on the year.
I am too, bro. I got the 3. Jordan Johnson puts.
So we're all living large on the year now.
I think we got like 1, 2, and 3. So
Maybe. I don't know what Kraft.
Let's find out.
Probably. He had a bad game this week, so.
Tucker
Yeah,
Kraft
he's probably
is
like-
tight end.
He's had 5.
5.
Trey McBride is 1. So we're looking.
Trey McBride is 1 and Ferg is 2.
We're good on tight ends. I got the best player in fantasy right now. Lamar Jackson
Oh, yeah.
is the 1-1. But
I don't even
everything
think I
else.
have a top 25 player.
I really need Josh Jacobs. I know you were seeing a few of it. I kind of want to just hold him. I like Josh Jacobs and should
Okay.
be better. Chase Brown, I don't know what to do because I could just sell him sell him now and just get rid of him. Don't think about him, but he sucks if he just starts getting good overnight. But so I want to go into Josh.
Why is Brock Purdy the projected number 4 quarterback in the league?
I have no idea.
Based
Because they have
off
an easy
stats.
schedule.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So let me pull up. So Josh, would you give up Saquon Barkley and Ricky Pearsall for CeeDee Lamb, Jacoby Myers, and Chase Brown?
Man, I don't like Chase Brown. He's a bum.
What
What do you mean,
Do you want Hollywood Brown too?
No, I don't want Hollywood Brown. The only reason I wanted Hollywood Brown the first time is because I needed a receiver
Alright,
to
let
start
me-
on my
let me
team.
see what we could do. All right, so you definitely want CD, right?
Yeah,
100% CD. You like Jacoby? Because I
depends.
all
Why do
right,
you want Saquon so much?
because I love Saquon.
Good to know.
And all right, so I would like.
Dude, you're
Figure
gonna
out
have
how
to
to
give
get
up
a
Josh
Saquon.
Jacobs if you want
Yeah, but then you're
Saquon.
getting my first and second round. Then I need to get like Brian Thomas too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Maybe Garrett Wills. All right.
Whoa! Calm down, buddy.
Dude, Brian Thomas is so ass. Or like a Drake.
Dude, you think
London.
Colin Atkinson will take him off my hands?
All right, let me see.
He was crashing out about Travis Hunter. He goes, "I'm never drafting a Jaguars player ever again."
Do you think he'll? Who's on his team? Wait, a temporary timeout. Do you think- Wait, when did Colin get Kenneth Walker?
Oh, I traded it to him.
Oh, good to know.
So, okay, what all right.
Why is Colin's team kind of sad?
So if I did, is there a way I could get Saquon, Drake London, Ricky?
that's what he wants, basically.
Oh, really?
So you just said he can't get your first and second
No,
round
no,
pick.
I'm putting them in now.
Oh, okay.
They're in now. Because I know they're like a lot of his betters. So, okay.
Let me pull up the funny trade calculator.
Yeah, I will too. Flock Fantasy, the GOAT. Thank you, Gavin.
You use Flock? I use fantasycalc.com.
I use that, or I don't know. I like this Flock Fantasy.
Well,
is
it
good.
works better if we have two different
So
ones.
Drake, Saquon. Who else did I want?
Pearsall.
Ricky. For CD. I'll throw in more if I have to too. I'll make it fair. CD, Josh, and Jacoby. I think I'm gonna have to add more. I already know I am, but it's the extent of how much.
I'm favored by over 1,000 on here.
What?
What are you doing? CD, Jacoby, and what?
It's kind of close. CD, Jacoby, and Josh Jacobs. Saquon, Ricky, and Drake.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty
I mean,
fair.
if you think about it,
If you want, you can have Hollywood Brown, because I really don't want.
I think that actually might make it worse. It made it slightly better. The only problem I'm at right now is I don't really need to blow up my team.
Yeah.
The problem I'm looking for is a backup running back, which I've been trying to get off Gavin, but Gavin's also trying to get me to blow up my team. Gavin, what do I have to give for literally just Quinshon Judkins?
So yeah, you could do this trade with me and get your goat, pour honey on my goat, and you can get your backup from Gavin.
just Judkins. Would you do just Pearsall for Judkins straight up?
No.
Actually, now we're getting somewhere.
No.
Now we're getting somewhere. That I actually might do.
No. What about this? Let's make this happen somehow. What do I have to?
Dude, I think you're forgetting the fact that I am legally blind.
Oh, here, come on. All right, so this is where I'm at. So it is saying.
Turn it towards me, buddy.
All right. It's saying I win by a tiny margin.
Yeah, can't do that, buddy.
All right. Give me 1 second.
I'm kidding.
Bro's about to cook
This
up.
is the same trade we just cooked up, right?
Yeah. What does Hollywood Brown do to this?
I think it makes it worse.
This is like Josh trying to throw in Calvin Ridley.
No, unique. Wait. No, it's
It does
DK.
make it worse.
Take-
What the fuck?
Yeah, I told you it.
What could I throw in?
Would
Would you want a Kelsey? I don't really need him.
Not with that Ferg.
Yeah. What if Ferg gets hurt? You fucked.
I have Zach Ertz.
Oh, okay, you're good.
He's tight at 7.
He is not bad.
He scored a touchdown like twice.
Let me see. I could throw in.
Dude, I will throw in Calvin Ridley.
All right, deal.
Wait, so what's the
Wait.
deal?
I don't know.
I think Gavin wants Calvin Ridley.
No.
Dude, I've been trying to get Jalen Warren off Garrett for like weeks.
So with the thing I just showed you, are we close on it or not? You not
We're
really.
Slightly close.
Slightly close. How could we get closer where you'd accept this during the podcast?
During the podcast now. Sorry, buddy, that won't happen. Not anytime soon. I need time to think.
Yeah. 'Cause I would not mind that. 'Cause that'd give my team a fresh breath of life.
Personally, I still think the original trade I offered Josh is the best.
It was.
What is that?
It was
Can
an
I
actual
can
good
I hear
trade.
that?
It was here. I'll pull it,
It was
Again?
Bijan Robinson.
No.
Oh.
No,
Nope.
not Bijan.
It-
It was
it's
Ashton Genty, Quinshawn Judkins, and George Pickens.
Pickens for Pearsall,
Pe-
London, Kamara.
Yeah. It was a good trade. It's just
I don't even think you're blowing up your team with this trade, though.
But I really like London. Will you take Brian Thomas instead? Please take him.
No.
Do I have to give him more if I put Brian Thomas? Like, what if I give you Brian Thomas and Calvin Ridley?
Oh, I didn't expect that one out of you.
I could throw in DK Metcalf.
Dude.
Think about it, Josh. You could do my offer and then get some dudes, and then you could trade them to get
But-
your backup running back. Who do you want from Gavin the most?
Judkins.
Judkins? Oh, Gavin loves.
Why can't we do a 3-team trade?
I mean, theoretically,
All right,
we could.
let's see then. All right, so I'll start cooking this up. So it's
I
us.
sent you the one earlier.
That one was
I knew it was
terrible.
never going to get accepted.
Okay, so
that was just like a base thing.
first of all, all
If
right,
you're looking for a website for a trade calculator, there's not really a good three-team one.
we're
but
just gonna
you
have to
can-
free ball
You
it.
can use the fantasy.
So
football
Josh
trade
wants
analyzer.
Judkins, right?
Mhm.
Josh would like Judkins. Send Judkins. Gavin, you definitely want Ricky.
Preferably.
Gavin gets Ricky. I send out CeeDee Lamb, right? To Josh. Am I still able to get Saquon?
Not in this situation.
No, you.
Now it's a little too much.
You get CD. Right now you're getting CD. All right. Hang on. No, that just gave it to Gavin. Cause. All right. Nope, that just gave it to Gavin. Stop it.
All right, so let's go in here. I'll be team 1. I get Judkins. Team 2 is Gavin. He gets Pearsall. No, not Austin Hooper.
Austin.
All right, so we're-
Hooper. That's
we're-
a name I've heard in a while.
So Josh, you want to have like 2 starting running backs, right? Like.
I want a backup for when I get to the bye week, so I'm not starting.
All right. So it either Gavin, do you want Brees Hall or like Josh Jacobs or?
We're just getting back to the original trade that I
No,
had.
I know.
Because I don't think Gavin wants Brees Hall.
I mean, I don't mind having
Okay,
Brees
then
Hall.
What if I gave you What if I gave you Chase Brown?
Once again, we're back to where we started.
Would you mind Chase Brown as a backup? Because I'd rather keep Jacobs. So Josh gets Josh gets Chase Brown.
Why do I get Chase Brown?
I don't think you want Chase
Gavin,
Brown.
do you want Chase Brown?
No, I don't want Chase Brown.
All right. Do you want Josh Jacobs, Josh?
I don't want to give up Saquon if that means I'm getting Josh Jacobs. I'd rather
You get
I-
CD and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but I'd rather just keep Saquon at that point.
Then CD and Josh Jacobs. So okay, this is where I'm at right now. So Josh, you would be getting Quishon Judkins, CD Lamb, and Josh Jacobs for giving up Ricky and Saquon as of now. Just not bad.
Okay.
But
I gotta put this in the trade.
I'm gonna need more from this party.
Currently, Michael's getting nothing out of this deal.
I'm liking this
no,
one
I
so
get
far.
no, I get Saquon as of now.
Oh, Michael's getting.
But I need something else. I need like a Drake London.
Not Carlos Santos, kicker for Chicago.
I get a Drake London. I'm gonna send out Jacoby to Josh.
You want Drake London as well?
Hang on, you'll see.
What about Gavin? He's giving us nobody
right.
except for Judkins.
Gavin, who else do you want to give up and get? Who do you want to get? Do you
Well,
want?
I want Drake London.
No, I want Drake London.
So we're at a
You
crossroads
get,
here.
You get one Ricky or Drake London. You get one.
How is that? You get Saquon and
No,
London.
I'm cooking. Hang
Bro,
on.
you can get Garrett Wilson.
No, he's not for sale.
Fine, Brian Thomas then.
Fuck no.
See?
Whoa. DK Metcalf is available.
Oh my god. So we got to figure out how to.
And Calvin Ridley.
I'm cooking right now. This is about.
You know, so far I've analyzed the trait and it is quite in my favor.
Hang on.
I like this.
I don't like this.
Gavin gets Ricky Pearsall for Judkins.
I mean,
we're
like
back to
that
square
straight
one.
up, but like the other assets being moved in the deal, I would like.
The other assets involve me getting CD and Josh Jacobs, and Michael gets Saquon.
Oh, I threw in Jacoby Myers for you too, but I get Drake London.
We are just back to where we started.
So no, basically what I'm. Okay, I need to. I don't. Basically, what I just did is the trade I offered you with Ricky for.
Yeah, you just threw in Gavin.
But I'm losing.
We're just doing 2 trades at once.
Yeah. Is there a way? All right, hang on. Let me restart.
Back it up.
I'm clearing out everyone. All right.
Okay, let's restart again.
So, Josh, you want Judkins, right? You would like Judkins?
Yep.
All right. Josh gets Judkins.
Okay, we're back to square one. This
Gavin-
does not have to be a monster deal.
Yeah.
You guys are making it a little too monster.
Well, I thought you wanted C Lamb, and I want to get rid of C Lamb. Unless I could do like a pack. You want to buy like instead of giving up Saquon, would you give a package for CD, like Drake London and Brian Thomas?
Both of them. Whoa, you get one or the other, and you get Brian Thomas.
No, Drake London.
He's not that bad.
Drake London-
He just forgot how to catch the football.
Drake London and someone else. Who else would you give for CD?
I want Brian Thomas off my team.
Drake London, Brian Thomas, and I'll throw in someone else with you.
No Drake London.
No, I'm getting fucking Drake
Wait a
London for
minute,
CD.
I need to
There's
call
no
Colin
way I just
Anderson.
get Brian Thomas for CD.
No, I'll give you something else.
The what? Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
All right. So
You
Gavin,
want my tight end? You want to swap tight ends?
Gavin, you get Ricky. Who would you rather have, Ricky or Drake? You would rather have Drake.
I'd rather have Drake London.
But you're not giving up Drake London value. You want to give up Gene T2 to Josh?
That was part of the deal.
All right. And then Drake London goes to Josh.
Josh already has Drake London. How was
Oh.
he supposed to get him?
Oh. Okay,
Man,
so that
I
one
love keeping that guy.
that one's done. So
Wait, so am I giving him Judkins and Genty for?
hang on, I'm cooking. So Gavin, what do you want from me?
What am I giving up in the deal so far?
You're giving up Judkins and Gene T for Drake London. You're gonna get more. That's just for now. You're giving up your 2 running backs. You're gonna
Okay,
want a
hold
running
on.
back in
So,
return.
I
I'm
want you
giving
to know, I texted Colin Atkinson, do you want Brian Thomas? And he responded, and
Fuck.
quote, hell not, evil ass Jaguars player.
So
Alright.
what assets are you like?
So I could probably Chase Brown or Josh Jacobs. One of them I've moved in this trade.
I would prefer Jacobs.
I know everyone would, but that means I need. All right, so if I send Jacobs to Gavin, so all right, and then Josh would also
Who's getting London in this, Gavin?
Yeah.
We send CD to Josh.
No, I don't want to add Epic Echo to the trade.
Would you do Saquon and Brian Thomas for C Lamb and hang on. Let me go somewhere with this. I'll show you after. I'm gonna stop talking because it's kind of confusing.
The only problem here is I'm giving up more assets than I'm receiving.
Right now you're giving up.
I'd be giving up 3 to receive 2.
Right now you're giving up on my thing. Where the hell is Josh?
What
You're
are
giving
you
away
using?
2. I'm just messing with Sleeper. All right. Do we want to cut the podcast? Cause
Do we?
We're just gonna move over here.
I mean, it's up to you. It's kind of nothing burger right now.
What is this?
I don't know. That one's broken.
Some of them broke it.
Let's see. All right. So
Man, give me my headset back.
this. And so you want to get rid of Brian Thomas? I'll take him. I'll adopt him. Why would you adopt me? And all right, so Josh needs to get something else. So Josh would probably need like a Jacoby.
Wait. What's Gavin giving up?
So Gavin is giving
just giving up Judkin and Genty
That's good for that.
for Drake London.
Gavin gotta give up
making
some.
a little too. He's making
Gavin-
he's making a
all right.
little too good.
Olave's coming to me.
He's still making out too good.
And then it's not bad. I mean, do you want something from?
Dude, you're getting Calvin Ridley.
Do you want me to get Calvin Ridley?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just send me Calvin Ridley.
And then I want Michael Pittman.
Can you take Jacoby instead?
What's so wrong with Michael Pittman?
No, nothing. I want him because I just like the Colts offense.
What's wrong with Jacoby?
Nothing. It's just. Hang on. So, where the hell is he? Oh, you want to give me Calvin Ridley?
Yeah.
I'll take him for free. He's basically free.
You can adopt him.
All right.
I feel like you're making out a little too good here.
Okay.
Then who's getting hurt the most? Because like you're getting. Yeah, you need something. I got to give you Jacoby.
Why won't you adopt me?
I don't want fucking Calvin Ridley. Can I have DK instead?
Then I'm making out even worse.
Okay, no.
Even with Jacoby, I'm
All right,
making out
hang on.
bad.
Okay. And Gavin needs to probably send you one more thing. What is Gavin sending out?
I'm
Yeah,
sending up Genty. Pretty much
My
what I
fav-
was sending Josh.
My favorite
instead
part is when we get to the end of this and we're just gonna all disagree on it.
No,
do we want
Always
to
adopt
just
it.
end stream and then
Yeah.
figure this